Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Now, for my returning viewers, if this scene seems familiar, the reason is that I already featured Nomadic Turas 914 on my channel. And in that video, if you watched it, I praised the watch for being an incredible value for money when it comes to quality, the way it's built, the way it's designed, but I had one huge problem with it, and that was the SHS, or shortness of hand syndrome. Well, the good thing is that Nomadic, unlike many other brands, actually listened to that criticism and the criticism of you in the comments and made this, the second generation, where they fixed the things that didn't work and kept the things that worked. So if you look closely, you will see the minute hand is now long enough to reach its designated markers, unlike the one from the first generation that was very, very short. And I'll put some clips from that first video so you can see the difference. Another change is the bezel itself. It has now grown slightly, ever so slightly, and kind of changed the perception of the watch, giving it a more rugged appeal. Now, I still prefer the bezel on the previous generation just because it reminds me more of my Rolex Explorer, which this is clearly inspired by. But this kind of makes this more original, and I appreciate the design choice. The good things on that watch, which made it an incredible value for money, like I said, are still kept the same. So dimensions are pretty much perfect for a modern sports watch. 39mm diameter, just over 47 lug to lug, and incredibly thin for its 100 meters of water resistance. It still comes with this amazing bracelet that comes with solid links, solid end links that come with a quick release pins, so you can change it to a strap very easily. The links are held with screws, and it comes with their own milled out clasp with on-the-fly adjustment, which makes it slightly shorter and less bulky than the equivalent clasp found on Zilos watches. They also slightly changed the rotor, making it look even more premium, while that one on the first generation looked pretty generic with just a simple engraving of the ship. This one is skeletonized and it looks much more elaborate than the one on the first generation. What they kept is the same movement, a Sellita SW200 that they actually regulate to almost COSC standards. They just don't give it to COSC for certification. So you get a regulated Sellita movement, you get a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating on the underside, and you get a beautifully finished, perfectly sized case that is actually thin, so it wears really comfortably. The whole watch is incredibly balanced, and just like I said in that first video, it is an amazing gotta watch or go anywhere, do anything watch, with one problem I had with it solved, because that minute hand simply was vaguely showing what time it is, while this one you can read it precisely. When it comes to the seconds hand, yes, I wish it was slightly longer, but I can live with it because it's not necessary for precise time telling. This one is, and it's a very important, while the hour hand, even though it's still shorter than I would prefer, is massive enough and loomed well enough to not affect legibility. And when it comes to legibility, this watch is one of the most legible I've ever seen. The first generation shared that same legibility, but because of the shortness of the minute hand, the legibility was slightly compromised, while on this one, they fixed it. So it's truly refreshing to see a brand listen to criticism and actually fix the things that people don't like. Other than that, the watch is still amazing, and I really do like it. It's still available in all the colors just like the first generation, and the price has increased slightly, but again, given the fact this is a regulated watch that's hand-built in Belfast and comes with a lifetime warranty as long as you send the watch in for service every 5 years, you cannot argue that it represents a pretty good value for money. I'm very glad that Nomadic listens to criticism and does something on it. They don't just ignore it, like Seiko, let's say, for their misalignment, and it's truly refreshing to see that in the watch world. So anyways, I hope you found this review useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.